Hey guys, Dave and Chris here from BowRunPlanet.com's Test Lab, and today we got the brand new Evoke 31 from PSE. Alright guys, we're here. It's 2019. We've been rocking and rolling on new bow reviews, and finally we got the Evoke 31 to ourselves in the studio. Very exciting. No Dan here this time, but it was still exciting to do it on our own. What a great shooting bow this bow is, man, for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a totally new design from PSE. They went to a whole new riser, whole new limb configuration. Pretty much goes back to a little bit of what we used to see back a couple years ago from PSE, long riser, short limb. But this is actually, it shares from, this is just inside information. So this riser actually shares a forging with Expedite. So last year we did the review on the Expedite. It's the same forging, but of course a little different machining. So we're seeing new riser cages both on the top and the bottom. And then of course a shorter limb, big Evolve cam. Overall, just a great recipe for an awesome shooting bow.
So we'll cover the stats real quick on this bow. So we got brace height is 6 inches, axle's 31 inches, IBO speed 342 to 336 feet per second, right in that range. Let off 80-90%. I think you said this set at 90 this one?
Yep, so we did our speed test and everything at 90% as well.
Wow, and it was, wow. Mass weight 4.2 pounds. Draw lengths are 24.5 to 30 inches. Draw weights 50, 60, 65, 70, and 80 pounds, which I can't imagine a lot of people use 80 unless you're out west hunting. Like
there's a trend
distance.
lately to go to 80, and there's some things that they've done on this bow that we can cover too. That allowed them to build 80-pound bows, or made the cams and everything a little bit more solid. When you go to a binary, you don't have a yoke system, so the yokes help ease a little bit of the axle flex that you're going to get. So they actually went to a 1/4-inch axle now, so you can see the axles are significantly larger than an axle that we've seen before. So what that did is it allowed them to have a little bit more stability in the end of the limb towards the cam, easier on the bearings, easier on the cam system as a whole, and a little more solid to handle that 80 pounds in this setup. But
so
yeah,
this,
there's a huge
this Evolve cam, this is the carryover cam, right?
Yeah, this is the carryover cam. This is the cam that's just been their bread and butter for the past couple of years.
So, I mean, without going much further here, I was extremely impressed by shooting this bow. Like, I really felt the draw cycle was very smooth. There was no hump, and at the top of that, it had like the 90% let off. And Chris actually challenged me during the video. He said, try to let go, and it really does lock in place, which is quite amazing, and it has such a great feel. And I just remember thinking, like, I would absolutely 100% hunt with this bow. It's that nice. And the feel of it, that was the other thing I was telling you about. The feel of the finish is really second to none. It is very, very nice feeling in your hand, and it feels light at 4.2. It feels lighter than that. That's the other thing.
But then one of the things going back to the finish is this is actually a whole new process for them. So with all their camo finishes, they went to color fusion. So what color fusion has done is it allowed the camo patterns and the extents of the color camo patterns that they're offering to be that much crisper, that much cleaner. So as you notice, this one here is in Realtree Edge, so you're actually seeing that fine detail like you would see on the print right out of the box. This isn't dipped, it isn't anything like that anymore. They've gone straight to a color fusion process.
So it looks like they offer it in Mossio Country, Cuyo Verde, Cryptek Altitude, the Realtree Edge, which you see here today, charcoal and tan. So a lot of great options this year from PSE. So anyhow, so Chris and I already shot the bow, so let's go ahead and cut to that footage real quick, let you guys get a view of this bow before we talk about our final comments about it and the speeds and things like that. So check it out.
Alright guys, today we're going to be doing the speed test on the Evoke 31. This one we've got it set at 29 inches of draw length and maxed out it was at 72 pounds. We're going to start out by shooting our 350 grain arrow.
329.
And And then now our 450 grain arrow.
293.
Now our 550 grain arrow.
266.
And now our big arrow, the 687 grain arrow.
240.
All right, so as far as speeds go, we got 329 feet per second, 293 feet per second, 266 and 240. We did shoot this today at 90% let off, so again, great speeds from what we would expect, consistent with what the Evoke 31's getting out of the box. All right, guys, so there you go. You saw it. You saw us shooting the bow. A little bit about what we saw on the speeds. So the speeds were good. We got 329 feet per second at 29 inches with a
90% let off.
Yeah, 90% let off. So as you look at the specs, you're going to see that 342 to 336. That ranges for the 80 to 90% since it's adjustable. So since we were shooting it at 90%, 336 is really the IBO. To be at 329, that's pretty close to the numbers that we would expect, especially being an inch short on draw length.
Yep.
But overall, it's a home run. I feel the bow is just so much deader than I know it's not like an official term, but it seems to be an adopted term in the archery industry. But being that there was little vibration, very little feel.
Didn't notice any of that.
I mean, you take the shot and it's just sitting there in your hand. It's very comfortable to shoot.
This is a great bow, guys. There's not much more to talk about with it, to be honest. I was very impressed, very quiet. They do have their own dampening system on the bow, but again, they've used some of the same system over the couple of years. But again, it's reliable and it's working. And like I said, I didn't notice it being loud at all. I didn't notice any movement or shock after the shot. To me, it's a complete win. I mean, it's very beautiful looking. When you look at this riser, it just has a lot going on. The built-in cages, it's just so much going on. And like I said, the grip was great. I mean, this grip's pretty much been close to what they've had over the past couple years.
Yeah, this is close to what they've had. Of course, the feel is going to be a little bit different because of the new color coding process. It's not dipped, it's going to be color fusion, so it's going to have a little bit different feel to it. But overall shape and design, that's very similar to what we've seen in the past.
So let's talk about real quick some of the other bows they have in this series. They have different sizes. Let's pull that up real quick so you guys, just in case again, PSE-archery.com is where you can go to learn all about this if you're looking to buy one and interested. But you should go here on their website to go through the different models to make sure it's what you want. They have different sizes. So Chris, let's go through those real quick if you can.
Yeah, so we'll cover kind of the Evolve series, which is really what the Evoke is going to fall under. So you got the Evoke 31, which is going to be your kind of middle of the road, 31 inches, great for tree stand hunting, ground blind, spot and stalk, things of that nature. For those of you who are longer draw lengths, you've got the 35, the Evoke 35, which is a 35-inch version of this bow. And that one's actually unique, and it has two cam offerings, so you can get it with both the Evolve cam, which is the same cam you're going to get on the 31, or you can get it with the small Evolve cam. So a small Evolve cam is going to give a little smaller brace height, a little better speeds. For those of you who want to shoot a bigger bow but maybe have a shorter draw length, and those of you who are of a long draw length, you can go with the Evoke 35 with the Evolve cam, and that one's going to give you draw lengths out to, I believe, right around 32 inches. So for those long draw guys that have wanted a bow that isn't 39 inches axle to axle, that's your option.
Interesting. They talk about the Evoke 35 EC as it says smooth draw cycle, and it's full like 100%. If you move up to the 35 SE, that actually comes down a quarter about, so almost 75% in their marking. But it's interesting, they are different, so you're going to feel a difference.
The reason you're going to see that difference is the SE, the small Evolve cam, was originally developed as a target bow cam. So it's 30% smaller than the Evolve cam, so there is going to be a little bit more harsh, I want to say a harsher draw cycle, but there is a noticeable difference. The nice thing about the large Evolve cam is you still have all three mod options, while with the small Evolve cam you have the two. So you have the low let off and high let off mods.
All in all, guys, great bow. Check it out on PSE's website. You're not going to want to miss this thing, and definitely go out and shoot it. If you're a PSE shooter and you're already shooting a PSE, this is a logical move for you moving up into this year's model, the 2019 model. It's a beautiful, beautiful machine, and it feels great. I mean, the shots were just amazing with this bow. Just literally very, very exciting. But anyway, check it out. Also, make sure you check out Boner Plant's new website we just launched. It's amazing. It's got a great thing going on called our registry. You're going to want to go there to pre-register for all of our great giveaways coming up this year. If you pre-register, you're always entered, so it'd be crazy not to do it. So go ahead and go out to www.bowhunterplanet.com, click the register button, and also sign up for our members lounge. you can hang out there and read some blog and comment and have some fun with us. So that's about it. Anything else? Let us know if you guys have questions. Go ahead and comment below if you have a question. Otherwise, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys next time.